into the later rounds of the competition, that athletes sustain injuries or aggravate injuries that they might have incurred earlier in the competition. And then on your final day, it's really tough. It becomes a dangerous situation.
Well, I think what we've seen for sure, and what you've taught me over the last 3 days, has been, you know, really appreciating what a physical sport Sander is, and how not only do you have to keep your body in peak condition, your mind has to be in peak condition as well.
Absolutely. We saw some fighters, because of that fatigue in terms of that mental energy that it takes to stay on the lei tai and stay centered on the lei tai, actually lose their round because just of a lapse in concentration for a few seconds.
Well, I can hear how much you've been enjoying it over the last 3 days. Now, this is our first matchup for today, semi-final in the 48 kilograms. Ahmed Nofal from Egypt fighting in the red, and the very impressive Jihui Zhu fighting in the black for China. Ji has been in red-hot form. And let's see now, as we get to this, the medals are already being spread out here. Of course, shared medals for the bronze. So the bronze medals have already been awarded, you could say. Well, look at that. Big kick to start off.
Sure, and as we saw the first day of competition, folks are really eager because this is where they fought untrained to be in this last day of competition.
That's right.
Medal contention.
We saw some, well, very disappointing events yesterday. There were a couple of fighters that were really ahead on points and looking like they were going to win it, and then they fell victim to the 2 push-off rule. I think it was
Beautiful
actually, well, look
kick
at that.
there from China. And a resounding thigh kick.
So big points already for China, and nothing yet spied by the judges for Egypt. Well, that should
There's a roundhouse kick that scored a
Yep.
couple of points with judges that could see it. And a nice left. And
well, he's just unrelenting at the moment, G. He's already 6 points up in one of the judges' eyes. But credit to Ahmad.
sure, throwing some punches out there, not as precise as some of the punches that we're getting from Ji. And that's where you see the difference in the point accumulation.
So the points right now, 4-1, well, 6-1, 9-1, 7-3, 7-3, 5-2. And again, we're seeing the steady progression of points from a Chinese fighter. They know what to do when they get into the fighting space. And they're always picking up points, whether they're moving in or moving out.
Sure, Ahmed knows he has to just go for it and put his techniques out there. And that's what we see. He's taking some risks. He's down now, takedowns, a couple of them, where he's lost some points. But to his credit, he's putting techniques out there to try and make something happen. The timing for China is just so impeccable.
It's just impeccable, isn't it?
As soon as he senses that opening, he's able to, Ji is able to take advantage of it.
And that's what does result if you do have your mind and body in peak physical condition. You can almost see the kicks and punches coming, pick them off, which is exactly what Jihui Zhu has been doing right now. So we have to give hats off to Ahmad Nofal. He is fighting, as you said, a more experienced fighter, and he's still coming in and he's still looking for points. And he has scored a fair few, but just not enough in terms of frequency.
And he scored those points because he's been willing to put something out there just like that. He threw up a roundhouse kick that actually connected. Ji answered with a takedown. So those, each of them scored 2 points within that same second. And as you can see,
well, what an opening round. We've been talking about 20 points being the almost championship level that you need, and it's 18-3, 21-3, 25, 18-9, 15-4. So absolutely sparkling opening round from Jihui Zhu, sorry.
Roundhouse kick there from Ahmed. Solid roundhouse kick, but as you can see,
kind of blocked, caught, and then pushed down. And we do get to hear now.
This is a new dimension of our competition where we actually have a camera there in the corner, and you're listening to the coach from China give some urging to Ji.
Well, I might be good with the names, Tony, but you're going to have to help me out with what that was about. But it is good. Talking of new dimensions to start this fight, well, I said the Taolu competition's over now, so It is all focused on Sander, and these extra cameras are on board, so great for finals day. And look at that, he gets stuck in immediately for round 2.
So there's a case where we see the difference in the balance. Ji was actually caught, his side kick was caught, but Ahmed wasn't able to capitalize on it and ended up actually losing the point. Ahmed's able to get one of those points back with the takedown, but again, we see Ahmed really trying to go for it.
Well, I think he got the reversal there.
Actually, Red went down.
Went down first?
Red touched first. It's a matter of inches there, but Red touched first. There he's able to...
Great effort, yeah.
You see Ji's corner waving him off, not a big deal. But Ahmed is right in there, giving everything he has. You see sort of the lack of precision in the technique. He puts up his leg for a round, but it's, as you said, a little bit wild. And that's where Ji is able to step in and get the technique. Look at that movement from Ji.
Yeah, he literally twisted his body and made it almost impossible to throw off. He just dug his feet into a flat lei tai. It's a very interesting skill indeed.
This is one of the reasons Ji has been able to take down Ahmed so easily. His grounding is much better than Ahmed. As you can see when you move around, the difference in the two fighters on the lei tai and their sense of balance.
And their footwork,
That's right. Look at the way Ji is able to work the lei tai, and Ahmed's sort of laying into him.
Well, he gets the push-off, If you do look at the feet of both the fighters, you'll see this bobbing action from Ji just moving back and forth and getting into the fight space.
Sure, Ji is on the balls of his feet, and Ahmed not quite there yet, and push off.
And that's the second push off, which means that Wushu makes it through to the final.
So here was an example. We talked about yesterday, fighters needing to mix it up so that they have an opportunity. Ji just conserved a lot of time for himself. There were 54 seconds, almost a full minute left in that round. He just conserved his energy because he has another fight coming up.
That's right. This afternoon, he'll now be in the final. We're going to find out who he's facing as well as the second two semi-finalists in the 48-kilogram class are about to take to the lei tai. And it is Indonesia with their first appearance on finals day in the semi-final here, Yusof Nianub